Ah, traveler, it's always good to see you. I have a tale, if you have time to listen.
Rodney didn't fall through the portal. He was taken, dragged screaming through reality by a goddess who was absolutely not supposed to be screaming back. Before Rodney could protest, the portal surged beneath him, a lung-crushing pull of violet gravity and divine pressure that wrapped around his ankles and yanked. His stomach shot into his throat. His vision stuttered between starlight and black void, between infinite distance and suffocating closeness, as though reality itself couldn't decide whether to tear him apart or fold him inward. The sensation wasn't falling. It wasn't flying. It was being taken. Instinct took over. He didn't think. He didn't choose. He just screamed and grabbed the nearest thing that wasn't purple cosmic death. Veyra's sleeves. He latched on like a drowning man finding the last branch on earth, fingers locking around embroidered divinity with the blind strength of someone who had already decided that letting go meant dying. The goddess made a sound no holy being should ever make. A tiny, startled squeak left her lips, wings of celestial flame blasting open with a violent whoosh that smelled faintly of burning starlight and ozone, heat washing over Rodney's face, even as the void froze his bones. "Unhand me this instant," she yelped, voice cracking in a way that would have gotten an angel fired. Rodney, let go!" "I don't want to die again," he roared, already spinning as the universe folded inside out around them. "You can't die in the transit. Oh, for the love of, release me!" But he clutched harder. His knuckles went white. His fingers dug into the glowing trim of her divine robes, nails scraping against something that felt both fabric and force at the same time. His legs windmilled helplessly in the void as direction lost all meaning and acceleration became a constant, merciless presence. The world fell upward. The sky fell inward. Rodney's bones vibrated like tuning forks as the portal dragged them through layers of existence not meant to be interacted with by panicking humans. Every nerve screamed contradictory information, pressure without weight, motion without movement, heat blooming inside cold so absolute it felt sharp. Time stretched, then compressed, then shattered entirely. Somewhere in the howl of cosmic wind, he heard Veyra's voice lose all pretense of dignity. "No, not that world!" Her pitch shot up an octave, fear cutting through divinity like a cracked bell. "That destination is locked, Rodney, you mindless twit. That realm is for them." Them who?" Rodney screamed as his consciousness rolled like a marble in a blender, thoughts slipping loose from each other, memories flashing out of order. "The rejected souls," she wailed. "The ones sent to the demon's realm. I cannot change the course now, you foolish creature." The last thing Rodney saw before everything collapsed was Veyra's horrified expression. Eyes wide, hair whipping like a solar storm, wings flailing in a frantic swirl of celestial fire as she fought against a force that did not care she was a goddess. Then the universe spit them out like a bitter pill. Rodney hit the ground hard enough to question whether he still had vertebrae. Damp moss smacked his face. Something sharp, stone, bone, or something that used to be both, scraped along his arm. The impact knocked the breath from his lungs in a harsh, tearing gasp as cold slammed into him from every direction at once. The air here felt wrong. Thin, metallic, saturated with a faint iron tang that coated his tongue and tasted like old blood and forgotten violence. He groaned and rolled onto his back, limbs heavy and uncooperative, blinking through spots as his vision slowly steadied. Above him, a broken sky. Endless grey stretched in all directions, unmoving and oppressive, ash drifting down like snow that had given up on the idea of purity. Long black branches reached across the heavens, not attached to any visible trees, clawing at the clouds like skeletal hands frozen mid-grasp. Ancient ruins jutted between gnarled roots, cracked archways half swallowed by earth, shattered pillars leaning at impossible angles, stones etched with runes so worn they looked less carved and more scarred. This wasn't a place people built. It was a place they were left. Somewhere in the distance, something moaned. Not the groan of an animal, not the rustle of wind. Something dead, something trying to remember how to be alive. "Oh, hell no," Rodney whispered. The sound felt too loud. He sat up slowly, every muscle protesting, and that's when he saw Veyra. She lay face down in a patch of colourless ferns, robes skewed, celestial aura flickering like a dying lantern in a storm. Her hair, normally a perfect comet tail of ordered starlight, now clung to her face in chaotic strands, sparking weakly with frustrated cosmic energy. For a terrifying moment, she didn't move. Then the goddess pushed herself upright with the sluggish determination of someone too angry to stay unconscious. She brushed dirt from her sleeves with sharp, irritated motions and lifted her gaze. Her eyes swept the ruined forest, the fog drifting low like exhausted breath, the silhouettes shuffling between the trees with jerky, puppet-like motions. Undead. Lots of them. Her voice broke on a sound smaller than a whisper. "Oh, stars above." A beat. "I have been dragged into a tutorial zone." Rodney stared at her. "So, we're not dead again?" Veyra's head snapped toward him so fast he swore he heard her neck pop. Her expression shifted from disbelief to divine fury in half a heartbeat. "Rodney Hunter," she hissed, each word trembling with celestial outrage. "If we survive this place, I am personally ensuring your next reincarnation is as a sentient floor tile." Rodney raised a hand weakly. Can I be like a nice bathroom tile? Heated? Something classy?" "No." She stood, wobbling slightly, and light rippled around her like a nervous heartbeat. The ground dimmed beneath her feet, the vegetation curling away from her presence as if afraid to touch divinity in such a foul mood. Rodney swallowed hard. If this place scared her, a cosmic sorting machine wearing a dress made of starfire, then he was absolutely, undeniably, monumentally screwed. The fog shifted. One of the silhouettes turned, not toward them, toward the sound they had made. Its head cracked sideways, jaw dangling open, faint blue lights flickering to life in empty sockets. Then another head lifted, then 3 more, then 7. Dozens. Their movements were slow, jittery, uncoordinated, but undeniably purposeful. "Veyra," Rodney whispered. "Yes, Rodney?" Her tone was calm in the way only someone on the brink of snapping could manage. "Are we, safe?" She placed a trembling hand against her forehead. "We are in the reject zone," she said. "The failed souls, the ones too impure for reincarnation, too stubborn to dissolve, too violent for the afterworlds to process." The closest corpse twitched its fingers, skin sloughing like wet parchment. Rodney's voice cracked. "So, no?" "No," she said. "Rodney Hunter, we are profoundly unsafe." Rodney survives his first kill. Left alone in the reject zone, armed with a splintered club and fear he can't outrun, he keeps walking. Veyra is gone. The zombies are not. And something in the fog just learned his name.
Wasn't that interesting? Now don't forget to subscribe for more.
And ring the bell for your server.